Hey there, I'm Vicki Howell. Spring has sprung, my friends. And what does spring mean? It means fertility. And what does fertility mean? Usually eggs. And what do eggs need? They need cozies. And why not knit them, right? We're gonna be making these adorable little cozies for your eggs. Great gifts for housewarming, Easter, whatever. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by casting on. The cast on that I'm doing is called the single tail cast on. So you're gonna start by wrapping the yarn around your thumb. You take one needle, insert it in, wrap it counterclockwise, and then take that stitch off your thumb and slide it over the needle, and then you just pull it. Okay, we're gonna go again. And you're gonna do this for 12 stitches. So once we've got those on, you're gonna pick up your other needle, and now we're doing the knit stitch. You're gonna come up through the stitch, kind of hold it in a little X formation with your left hand. You're gonna wrap counterclockwise. Now this is the persnickety part, so watch closely. You're gonna dip, and you can see that stitch forming right here. So you've got your stitch, and then you need to bring it off the other needle. So you just pull it off. So you go up, around, and off. And you do that to for every stitch all the way to the end. That's the same stitch that you're gonna do for the whole sweater. Once you get to the end of the row, you'll see that you have your needle in your right hand that has all your stitches, and now this one's empty, the one in your left hand. So you're just gonna swap, and then you start again, exactly as I showed you before. From there, you're gonna continue doing that for 2 3/4 inches, and you'll get something that looks like this. Now we're ready to make our little neckline. You can see that over here. And I wanted to do this in one piece, the body part. So instead of making 2 separate ones, we're gonna just keep going. So the shoulder stitches, we'll just knit as we have before, and there's 3 of those. Now for our neckline, we are going to bind off 6. To do that, you have to knit 2, and then you take the tip of your needle and go to the second stitch and pull it and let it drop off. So you've just bound off 1. And then we're gonna bind off 6. And you can see right here, you've got your little neck hole peeping through. And then you just knit the rest of the stitches. And then you'll just continue knitting as you did right here for another 2 3/4 inches. So when you're done with that, you'll get something that looks like this. You can see it's just a straight piece. You've got your front, your back, and your little, your little neck hole. So now what we need to do is we need to do a sleeve. To do that, you're gonna have to pick up stitches. So our sleeves are gonna be 10 stitches wide. So I kinda just eyeball it because you want the center to line up with the neckline. So you start about 5 stitches away from where that little neckline hole is. And you just insert the needle with the yarn and pull a loop through. And you repeat that all the way across until you have 10. And then once you have 10, you knit straight exactly as we did for the front, the back, the rest of it. And what will happen, we have a little sleeve. And you do the exact same thing on the other side, and then you're ready to seam it together. So you snip off the yarn, and you want to leave, I don't know, I would say maybe about 10 inches, 12 inches worth of tail, because we're going to use that to seam it up with. So you fold it in half, and then we're going to take our trusty needle, tapestry needle, and we're going to do what's called the mattress stitch. So you just lay it down flat, thread the tail through, and you'll be able to see, if you pull the stitches apart, you can kind of see a little ladder form. And what you want to do is you want to get your needle underneath those ladder stitches. So you go under, you can see it already closing. Then you go to the other side, you do the same thing. And then you go to this side, that little ladder row, and so on and so on and so on until you get to the end. And then you tie it off, and then you repeat on the other side. And that's really all there is to it. All right, and then if you want, totally optional, you can add a little applique. You could embroider initials on them and then give them as a little springtime home gift. Whatever's clever, it works. All that I really care about is that you're knitting and that you love it as much as I do, and how can you not with this project? Happy springtime, everyone. I'm Vicki Howell. Until next time, craft, rock, love.